What's going on, sports fans? This is your boy Josh Williams coming at you with the first official episode of the American Fan 365. Ro, why is it 365? Go ahead and give me why.
Because it's all day, every day, and all year round. It's not a season. It's not a sport. It's a mentality. When you're a fan in the middle of August. You're a fan in the middle of September, December. Don't matter. At 6 in the morning, at midnight. You're always a fan. And if you're a real fan, you know exactly what I mean.
What off season? That's the key. That is the reason behind 365. There is no off season. The off season is we just figure out what my team needs. We're trash, but how are we getting better?
Oh, no. The off season is possibly one of the best parts if you have a losing football team, because now the slate is wiped clean, right?
That's right.
Now you have.
We're 0-0.
Oh, we're even now. Now we's even, right?
Now we's even. I'm so done with this. But all right, so what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about, right now is that nice time of year where all the sports are playing.
I love it.
So, we'll go around quickly. I think probably the only thing we won't talk about today is probably a little bit of hockey, just because Ro gets a little bit more warmed up to hockey once it gets to about February.
No, I'm hesitant to speak about it because everybody assumes that I have a team, and it's the only sport that I may like multiple teams just because of what happened in our city. But hockey, I don't even want to touch on right now with the World Series going on. NFL Week 8.
How are we at week 8 already? That's crazy.
You know what? It's because we love it so much and it just goes by so quickly. Then we got college, right? Then we have all these controversies happening. But for me, and I know for you, it's football all day. But you're a fight fan too. I'm a fight fan, but I like boxing, and you're a UFC guy.
No. I love boxing as well. My guy Lomachenko finally has come back, and he's kind of starting to stake claim to getting his title back. And let me see who else. Yeah, that's about it right now.
Yeah.
That's about it right now as far as boxing. But UFC, shoot, my guy Jamal Hill just got a new contract, so that's exciting for him. One of the guys that actually has a show here in this studio at Sticky Paws, shout out to Sticky Paws Studio, Ode Osborne. He's been really growing his online footprint here, and that's pretty cool as well. He actually brought me. Well, he didn't bring me in. You brought me in, but it was funny because both of you guys knew about Sticky Paws.
Yeah,
so
but I love
cool.
Sticky Paws because, Vegas is becoming a sports town. I mean...
What about little?
Well, not even big leaps and bounds in such, immediate strides. And, baseball, MLB is only a step away. You think about Formula One. You think about all the major teams, MLB coming, NFL here, NHL here. You have women's basketball, right? And you have college. You have heavy college.
Whoa, not just women's basketball. The 2022 WNBA champion.
That's right.
Las Vegas Aces. You put some respect on their name.
No, you know what? You're absolutely right. And I feel like even though I'm a sports lover, the fact that I just did that really upsets me too. But I will tell you, I think Sticky Paws, though, the fact that they were so welcoming with a sports podcast speaks to how this town will embrace sports anyways, but the fact that they were so happy to do it. So thank you guys. But I love it. I'm all about the sports that are coming in. But UFC, people don't realize how Las Vegas based it is.
Yeah, it's based here. It's literally right behind these studios.
Literally.
The office and the Apex are literally right behind us. So, UFC is here. It's been here from the beginning.
Literally.
So, But let's go ahead and jump in first to the World Series. The Houston Astros took down the Phillies last night. Ro, I've said in the past, if you're a Philly fan, don't even worry about it. The other side has Dusty Baker, and Dusty Baker is known. I am a Cub fan, as you see in the hat behind me. He is known to choke, so just give it time. He's gonna need a lozenge pretty soon.
All right, so the only reason that I would be happy that the Astros won, I'm a Yankees fan,
1,000%.
die hard, unabashedly and unapologetically. But I love the Dodgers. I learned how to drive in Dodger Stadium, okay? And my favorite Yankee if not baseball player of all time, is Don Mattingly, is Donnie Baseball, who happened to be the manager of the Dodgers. Although I feel Tommy Lasorda was the best, but you know, we all go through. But what I will say is, I hate the Astros. I hate MLB even more for cheating and pretending that it didn't happen. They fined the Astros. They never made them say why they fined the Astros. They never said it outright with MLB, right? Everybody that loves baseball knows what happened. I'm not going to say that they're not talented. They're wildly talented. And for them to boot, to throw a no-hitter, the only
nice.
The only redeeming value that the Astros have for me is Dusty Baker, because I feel like he's due his flowers. But you know what? Fuck them. Because we won't forget.
Hey, look, listen, okay? Again, I am a Cub fan at heart, and look, Dusty has choked many a time. And, you know, look, there's going to come a time where there's going to be a questionable decision that's going to cost him a game.
But when there's choking, and I'm going to tell you what choking is, because nobody heckles my own teams more than our fan base. Let's talk about choking with the Yankees. It's Aaron Boone, okay? The fact that you can't manage a postseason bullpen, yes, I get it. We don't have a lot to work with. We have a lot of big bats. But I'm going to say this right now. Nobody has choked more and fucked it up more than Aaron Boone. I love that he goes hard for his players. No, I love it. I'm saying this is a Yankee fan, right?
Well, you know, I'm a Yankee supporter, and Aaron Boone has worked with a lot of injuries. You guys have had a ton of injuries.
It doesn't matter. Last year, let's talk about it. When Garrett Cole threw full runs, he gave up full runs in one inning. He didn't pull Garrett Cole. This past,
that's fair.
So before we went out, against the Astros, you had Severino that threw 3 runs against the Astros. He didn't pull Severino. No. I'm going to tell you something about bullpen management. This past game, the Astros, Dusty Baker had 4 pitcher changeups. He didn't like exert.
Now do you feel like that's too many? Because see, sometimes
no. That's smart management.
That's situations. Well, but see, Dodger fans would beg to differ, because Dave Roberts does that and is like, oh yeah, pull him. It's like, bro, he just struck out 4 straight people. Yeah, no, he got to come out. It's time for him to come out.
Yeah, because he knows. Like, no, that's knowing your player. As a good coach, you know your player's contingencies.
That's fair.
And you know, that's not nothing. Are you kidding? It's not like you have 3 pitchers to work with. If you build your bullpen and you get them young, the Astros, as much as I can't stand them, let me tell you something. They're wildly talented. Now, as a New York fan, a Philly fan base for me in general is very, very difficult to swallow. But I will say that there isn't anybody that has a stronger Movember game than female Eagles fans. I will say, though, I am rooting for the Phillies in this game. I hope they whoop the ass, because what the Astros did, the way they cheated Aaron Judge out of an MVP, and out of baseball fans, out of seeing the Dodgers play the Yankees in the World Series?
We'll see. I'm pulling for the Phillies. Before we get out of baseball, Aaron Judge, you're just willing to back up the Brinks truck, whatever it takes, you just pay him?
So I read a few days ago that he unfollowed the Yankees.
Oh, that's not good.
On social media.
That's not good.
And but somebody said, you know, he never followed them on Twitter to begin with. I don't know if that's true. I think he did. I believe he did. If I was Aaron Judge, I would give, as a Yankees fan, you pay that man. Think about our August slump, right? It was Aaron Judge that carried us through. I will tell you, when you get booed after all you've done, when you get booed, we got swept. I understand a fan. I understand the heart and soul of one. But then if I'm Aaron Judge and I'm like, I'm giving it my all for all of yous, and yous boo me, it doesn't matter if we lost.
You all booed him?
They booed him. Yankees fan booed him. But
that's not a good look down the stretch.
But what I'm saying, so I personally think he's not coming back to the Yankees.
Oh, that's not good.
I think he's going to be a San Francisco Giant next year.
But see, that's horrible.
I don't want that.
I'd honestly rather him go to the Mets, personally.
What?
Look, if it's like that, I'd rather him just go ahead and cross over.
No, have him go back to his hometown. Fuck the Mets.
Is he from San Fran?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
No.
Well, okay. Oh, okay. Well, see, now that makes a little bit more sense.
What?
But still, go Mets. All right, Ro. Switching over to the NFL. We've got to start. You see, I'm rocking my command. I don't even know what jersey this is. I don't know if this is Washington football team or what, but
they're the Commanders.
Well, I don't know what jersey this is. I don't know what level of
it's
Washington.
Yeah,
see, anyway, my Redskins.
Oh.
Yeah, they're still my Redskins till the end.
All right.
Daniel Snyder, not only has the U.S. government started talking about filing charges against antitrust and different things against us for financial irregularities, but now he's also put in some bids with Bank of America to find the best suitors to potentially purchase the Washington franchise. And I've said this is going back 3 years now, save us Jeff Bezos. I've wanted Jeff Bezos for over 3 years, and Jeff Bezos is on the clock with potentially Jay-Z.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It would be with Jay-Z. And that's what I've read so far and I've heard so far. The other viable bid is Byron Allen, and he's willing to take the team in whole. And think about how much cash that is. It wasn't made clear whether he'd make minority shares available, but I would love to see a Black-owned, wholly owned football team.
I love that you said that, and I'm going to tell you why I don't want that. Are you ready?
Lord.
I know. No, listen. Okay, no, you can go ahead and bring me the cue shot. Go ahead. Yeah, there it is. So first up, because I'm going to clip this. Okay, so first up, as a Black man, I understand how this is going to come across, but I'm going to tell you why I feel the way I feel. So this situation, this opportunity that's about to present itself with the Washington Redskins football team, hopefully potentially Red Wolves again. that's on discussion again. That's up for discussion. If we get an owner like Jeff Bezos, who is the number 1, number 2 richest man in the world, depending on how stocks are going for Amazon and Tesla that day.
Right.
If we get him, in terms of what it can do for the entire city, in terms of not only building a world-class stadium, because now the RFK site becomes up for discussion again, because that's been toxic waste because of Daniel Snyder.
Yep.
So now that situation is back up for discussion. If he's able to bring a Texas stadium, a Cowboy stadium, a SoFi type situation to the middle of DC, in terms of what that can do for our situation, in terms of, bringing a World Cup, bringing the Olympics, bringing, a Final Four, bringing a Super Bowl, all to the city. I don't know if they're going to allow a Black man to do that on that level. In terms of the money, I mean, because they have money. But look, I'll put it to you like this, and I said this to myself in the shower, and I was like, that's actually a good bit. I don't want, when I pull up your Wikipedia page, the first thing they say to be owner of the Washington football team.
No, Byron Allen is a media mogul. The one thing that you are dismissing.
I understand.
You know why? Because he does it quietly. Because quiet money doesn't need to stomp in a room. I'm going to tell you this. Who has more media access in terms of longevity and validity? I would say it's Byron Allen. Listen, Amazon is now a part of all the way we live.
Everything.
It is. I'm going to tell you this, though. Byron Allen makes it legitimate. Jeff Bezos makes it commercial. I root for the Giants year after year, no matter how hard they lose, because it's grit. Any real team doesn't want to be commercialized like that. I'm going to give you this. Dallas Cowboys, they're a good blend of both, because Jerry Jones, I mean, he's a lizard person, but he knows his business, and he's been able to capitalize on a lot of things. I think if Byron Allen, you know what? And you know why Jay-Z would go in with Jeff Bezos? Because it gives him a level of legitimacy. Now, if we're going to go straight out, the real first black owner of a football team is a female part owner in the Broncos.
That's right.
So let's put that aside. But if we're going to talk about whole ownership,
majority ownership. Yeah.
I would want to see Byron Allen take it. If Jay-Z can take it all by himself too, because he can get everybody.
I don't want Jigga to have that much control.
Why not? He has Rockefeller Sports, and they do well.
Well, they do well, but they're not okay. Like I said, I just came out of a situation where the owner, this is my only situation I got going on. Daniel Snyder owned Six Flags. He ran that into the ground. He owned something else. He ran that into the ground. His main project was the Redskins. I'd want an owner where it's like, that's my pet project. I will hire the right people and let them handle it. I want it to be similar to the owner, I'm forgetting his name, that was the owner of the Seahawks, that was from Microsoft. I'd rather it be a situation where you let your football people handle it, and I'm just the guy that's cashing the check, and I'm writing the checks to players. You don't know what
Byron Allen doesn't know, though.
No, I don't know. But what I do know is that this is going to be a sizable chunk of his net worth.
No, but this is the way that I look at it, considering that football players are majority
black.
Yeah. I want to see black hole ownership.
Look, trust me, like I said, I knew how this was going to come across. I just don't want it to be any red tape. You have a black owner, there potentially has the ability.
What has Byron Allen done that's ever going to raise an eyebrow? I'm not sure he's ever had a beer.
No. I'm just saying in terms of business, in terms of like this, because
look at his track record.
I know what his track record is, Ro. But what I'm saying is, in terms of listen, okay, we're gonna talk about it. All right, let's talk about it. So, okay, in terms of what they're going to put in front of him, because remember, RFK, a lot of the different sites in DC are government owned.
Yep.
A lot of that stuff is going to be governmental red tape in terms of, you can't have this site because we got to vote
and
on
landmark,
it.
Whether you know it or not. It could be just a regular plot.
Yeah, whatever. They can just raise their hands and say we own it. So I don't want to deal with that. And if bringing in the world's richest man to say, hey, look, I just want it, and I can pay whatever it's going to take.
You think the world's richest man is going to acknowledge it?
Jeff Bezos will do whatever it takes to make this thing look dope. No, because
Jay-Z would make him, and Byron Allen would do that inherently.
He would do it, but would they allow him to?
Yeah, of course they would.
That's where we differ on this. I don't think they. I would think there would be red tape.
Let's talk about Thursday Night Football with Amazon Prime hosting Thursday Night Football. How's that going?
Well, actually, I read something, and Thursday Night Football is insanely excited because they've had more viewership to any of their broadcasts than they've had over anything else that they produce.
With the worst games.
Yeah, even with the worst games.
Wow.
That actually, I literally just read something about it. I forget the person that runs Prime Sports, but they had more signups when they got the official NFL license.
Well, because people don't want to buy NFL Sunday ticket. Like, I'm such a jerk off. I buy it. Meanwhile, half the time it doesn't even fucking work.
I'm not buying it no more. You know me. I'm fire stick.
No, but I understand why.
We steal.
No, but
I steal. I got no qualms. I'm gonna still get my daggone credential.
But I get it though. But if you're already because you use it, of course they're gonna tune in because you don't have Sunday ticket.
Oh my god!
And it's not on NBC. It's not on anything else. Well, of course they're gonna have a higher viewership. I'd much rather have Byron Allen own it. But go on.
I understand. Trust me. I look. Would I be upset if that was the winning bid? Not at all. But I just. In terms of what I know it's going to do for the city, I just don't know if that kind of a project is going to... Anyway, let's move on. We've got the NFL trade deadline. Mm-hmm. Ro, I'm starting the clock. We got 10 minutes. All right, starting the clock up first. So I got these in a couple different sections. Some scary trades that happened during the trade deadline. You know, the NFL is... I said this on one of my fan minutes. The NFL is finally trying to be more like the NBA. They're trying to have an exciting trade deadline. I don't know if we're ever going to get to the point of player-for-player trades.
It was an exciting deadline. What do you mean?
No. I mean in terms of like, you know, Jerry Rice for this other marquee talent. I don't know if wherever, because the NBA will do that. They'll trade, this up and coming guy for,
Remember when I told you when Harden
whatever.
was going to go to Brooklyn and you said it would never happen?
I was wrong. I will admit that. So up first, scary trades. Christian McCaffrey, he's 2 games in now. He got traded a week before the trade deadline. So in this past week, he did something that hadn't happened since 2005. He threw for a touchdown.
Yep.
He ran for a touchdown, and he caught a touchdown.
Yep.
That's I don't know.
2 things. I think that was the most dangerous potential trade in the whole deadline. And also that speaks to the evolving position status. You have a Deebo Samuel. And by the way, I think now, and you can quote me on this, it's not anybody that's going to give the Eagles a hard time except the 49ers. And I think they're the only viable team that can beat them. But you look at the
straight up beat them.
Not even like
some official help or some call from upstairs.
not even a Jerry Jones handshake. It is going to be straight out the 49ers. I'm going to say this, that is the only team, because you look at it. They are so, I love the way the coaching staff is so fluid with the positions. They are not, you just do your job, which is where I think now Bill Belichick is showing his age. I think he's the greatest defensive mind, if not coaching mind, since Parcells.
Not a question.
But now, because it's evolving, and he refuses to evolve with that, and we can speak to the past at a later date. But I will tell you that was the most dangerous trade by deadline, hands down.
Yeah.
The next being Roquan to the Ravens.
I mean, listen.
And
I don't know.
Third.
Well, let me get to it.
I'm sorry. I get excited like a puppy. I'm sorry.
So okay, first up, you mentioned Roquan Smith.
Yep.
Roquan Smith going to the Ravens, pairing him next to Patrick Queen.
Yep.
They have 2 of the faster linebackers in the league.
Yep.
That tandem is potentially scary, especially the way that the Ravens historically have wanted to play defense. And you didn't have to give up the farm. Like, I don't know what the Bears are doing. The Bears trade for Chase Claypool.
They're going to have a $125 million cap available next year.
Who's that? The
Bears.
The Bears?
Yes.
I mean, well, who's going to Chicago?
Well, let me say this, though.
Who's going?
Let me say this, though. I have seen progress with Chicago. It's ebbs and flows, okay? I will tell you that...
Okay, before you tell me, you can't both crucify my defense, but then get better on my offense, and I'm supposed to be excited as a fan. Like, you give away Robert Quinn, who we'll get to.
Really, because I disagree, because I've had this conversation.
Okay,
my friend Robbie in Chicago, diehard Bears fan. And he said, you know what, because when they were playing the Cowboys, I was texting him and a few other of my Chicago friends. I'm like, you assholes have one fucking job today. and right when you think it gets competitive, it doesn't. And he goes, I just keep telling myself we have $100+ million in cap space next year, because I buy into the quarterback.
Well, listen, I don't know if I buy into their quarterback yet. I'm going to see now that he has a second weapon. He has 2 weapons now. Now he has Mooney and he has Claypool.
Who does Daniel Jones have?
Shoot, listen.
Who?
He has Saquon, the man with legs that look like tree trunks. Like Barry Sanders is over here like, man, he got some big legs. That's who he has with him.
That's very valid, but who is he throw? Because now Saquon has to be wide receiver but we digress. We'll get into that. We'll get into the NFC East. But really quick, I do have hope for the Bears, because they're playing it the right way, and they've never been an offensive powerhouse since the 80s, okay?
No, they haven't. And their climate doesn't really allow for them to be an offensive juggernaut.
Really? Tell that to Aaron Rodgers.
Well, he's just different. That's different. That's a different
All right,
situation
so don't
entirely.
talk about climate.
Listen, but
Let's talk
okay.
about climate
they're
then.
they're similar to the Steelers. They usually have an ugly brand of football. That's how they win games.
I don't care if you win pretty or you're ugly, but don't talk about climate when I can point to
Aaron. All right.
Really quick, everybody was like, so when the Giants beat the Packers in London, I had some diehard, Green Bay fans going, oh, he didn't have Devontae Smith to throw to. I said, let me ask you something. I go, Aaron Rodgers is your quarterback, right? Greatest quarterback of all time. Better than Peyton, better than Brady. Yeah, he's up there. It's a good conversation. I go, okay, who is my quarterback? Daniel Jones. All right. Who is Daniel Jones throwing to? I said, who is wide receiver one?
Name them.
Hold on. Who is wide receiver one? They're like, ooh. I go, you know what? Up until yesterday, I didn't know either. Is David Sills the fifth?
Yeah.
That was wide receiver one. So now you're saying it's your quarterback that's the greatest of all time. But you know what? Like I said, Aaron Rodgers is fantasy football Hall of Fame, period. Go on.
And after that, it gets sketchy. But okay, so the mid level, we already talked about Chase Claypool, Robert Quinn going to the Eagles. But then also we talked about it before air. Jordan Davis, the first round pick of the Eagles, the defensive tackle, going down, kind of slowly cancels itself out.
No, I don't
know
think
how.
so.
Well, Jordan Davis, that child was. He, as fat as he would, I shouldn't call anybody fat as I am right now, but as big as he is, he's running, he's running a 4, he's running a 4 something, sub 4.5, and like being that big, him going down was a bigger deal. But bring in Robert Quinn, it starts to soften the blow, especially with them talking about championship aspirations. Obviously, I don't think Jordan Davis is done for the season.
Well, I'll tell you what was interesting for me. Speaking of the Eagles, they're stacked, right? They are stacked. I'm scared of the Eagles. I think that right now in football, they're the overall team that is the most solid in every line. I'm talking offensive, secondary. I'm talking special teams. I'm talking about coaching too, because I love their coach. P.S. But I hate the Eagles. So.
Oh my
God!
But
let
I swear, if a man is attractive, she'll enjoy the team.
That is not true.
I cheer for Jalen Hurts. I cheer for the cute dog.
I'd rather the Eagles than the Cowboys.
Yeah, no, you won't cheer for them. You won't cheer for the Cowboys at all. I'll give you that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Don't kick me under the table.
I love CMC, but when he was with, I think Baker Mayfield's an okay-looking guy. I'm not fucking rooting for his fucking team.
You're not sweeping up the stadium with Baker after hours?
Speaking of CMC, it's him or his daddy, Ed McCaffrey, like both of them. I mean, I'm down.
I'm
all right,
so
but let's
done
talk about
with
the
you.
Eagles. But let's talk about the overall, that I look at every line, I look at every position, I look at every form, and they've got it. I'm scared of the Eagles. I will tell you, last night was very telling that the Texans even scored on them a couple times. At one point, they evened it out, if not leading.
No, they were. They were in the game up until the fourth quarter. They were. No. They were. I mean, it was a 1-score game.
I thought it was a 2-score game.
No. Like it was late. They'd score, we'd score. They'd score, we'd score, and then it was the fourth
third quarter. So I will
end of the third. I think it was the very end of the third. End of the third. I think they did go up 10 into the third.
The fact that the Texans made it competitive against the 8-0 now 8-0 Eagles.
Yeah. I look. It speaks to Lovey, but it also speaks to Thursday Night Football, and that was what I was saving when we were talking about it before. Thursday Night Football, anything can happen. Your team can come out flat.
No, that's any given Sunday. That's any given football game.
But Thursday it's a totally different week. Our routine is completely shifted from, the days that we watch film to the days that we practice. Oh, well, we can't really practice because we got a game in like a day.
Yeah.
Like, just little stuff. It does, especially, I feel like the Cowboys have assimilated to it because they always have a Thursday game with Thanksgiving.
Because Jerry Jones has them running around and making his money.
Yeah,
you're gonna be on prime time. You're gonna be on Thursday night. You're gonna be at the store opening at the Kroger's on Tuesday in the middle of the day. He's gonna do what I say. But I'm gonna tell you something. That Dallas offense to me is the biggest threat to the Eagles. I know they lost to Philly, and trust me, nobody wants to see the the Cowboys lose more than me. And the NFC East of the Giants can always be a threat at any given point just because they get lucky, and we don't even expect to win. Remember, I'm gonna remind all of you the 2 Super Bowls we won against the team we won it against. The first time, everybody said they're unbeaten. You're all gonna go home during halftime. That didn't happen. And the second time, they said you'd be lucky to score on that defense more than once. As I recall, that's not what happened either, all right? So I'm going to say this about football. I love being the underdog.
I'd rather be the underdog than the favorite.
Oh,
in
yeah.
In football, more than any other sport.
But let's talk about the NFC East now that we're here. Look at them, though.
So through week 8, we have the, in terms of total team percentage, winning percentage, the most winning of all time. Yeah. I saw that stat the other day and was like, wow, I guess my Redskins aren't that trash.
Yeah, but let's not go that fucking far. Who we talking?
Well, but we've won 3 in a row. You back up off me a little bit. Give me my flowers.
I'm gonna give you flowers. All right, because the Giants won 4 whole games last year. I'm going to give it to you. But you know what? Remember when we were the most feared division in football?
Yeah. I don't know if we're quite that right now because just because of recent history, we don't trust the Cowboys. And we're waiting for the other shoe to drop with the Eagles so hard. The Giants, truthfully, out of those 3 teams, have been the best team, in terms of winning from behind, like kind of lurking in the weeds, like you said before. The Giants in their Super Bowl runs were always wild card teams. They were always good, but maybe they're not that good.
No, they have
and
heart,
they would get hot.
They have heart, and I will tell you this. And I know I get blasted for Giants fans all the time. I don't believe in Daniel Jones, and I know I'm gonna get everything for this. I just don't. Because it's not. Yes, he's mobile. So is Russell. So is Lamar.
I mean, Geno Smith is mobile at this point. Hey, the Seahawks have been playing well too. Don't hate on it.
When you bring up Geno, I think about Eli. So I don't even want to have this conversation with you right now. No, that's not nice. We're talking about the Giants. I'm just saying I don't believe in Daniel Jones fully, and you can say what you want to me.
Oh my God.
So everybody's like, well, Ro, if he doesn't have anybody to throw to, then what can you say? And you know what? That's fair. What do I think is going to happen? I think that Odell Beckham Jr. will be back with the Giants.
Do you want him back?
Me personally, right now, because we need a wide receiver, I'd rather have Daniel Jones to the be a vendor because what OBJ does is ruin. Wait, but let's talk about this. He ruins locker rooms. He is. Let me finish. Can I finish?
But I'll jump in. I'll let you finish. But especially to your point, with you not having any other real receiving options there, oh God, he really can ruin it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Not only that, I wanted Jerry Jeudy, and up until that point, and Brandon Cooks, right? But I don't think Brandon was worth the money. I mean, respectful, because I gotta look at everything. I would have given that money to Jerry Jeudy. Then all of a sudden, after the trade deadline, the Broncos are like, oh, he was never up for trade. All right, okay. So let's put that aside. Odell Beckham Jr. is a Super Bowl winning wide receiver. We've talked about this before. He is a generational talent. He is a freakish talent. The fact that teams aren't clamoring for him, yes, I know about the ACL injury, but you know what? We've had teams sit on wide receivers that weren't as talented as Odell for years that are like, and think about what the Giants have done with Saquon. So rookie year, Saquon was rookie of the year, got injured. 2 years later, the Steelers game, got injured again, sat it out. The Giants understood his talent. Why wasn't that done with Odell Beckham Jr.? Because I'll tell you why he rips teams apart. I'm like, he played under Eli Manning and didn't hesitate to throw Eli under the bus the minute he had a chance to.
And was a two-time
MVP.
Two-time Super Bowl winner.
And what do you think he's going to do to Daniel Jones when he doesn't get enough shine?
He will eat him alive. completely alive.
That's why I wouldn't want him.
Well,
I don't care what you
that,
Giants fans say.
But no, and that's the right course of action. Like, you know what I mean? Because like I said before, if you do not have, I mean, Kenny Galladay would be the only one, but is Kenny Galladay hurt right now?
Yeah, nobody knows what the story with Kenny Galladay is. It's I'm just glad that we got rid of Kadarius Toney.
Don't be so sure.
Oh, yeah?
Don't be so sure.
First of all, this fake injury bullshit that he did with the Giants.
That's exactly why you should not be so sure. Because look,
you have the New York Giants, one of the most storied franchises in football that draft you out of Florida.
This is Patty Mahomes we talk about, bro. Not Daniel Jones. This is Patrick. I got good hair Mahomes throwing me the ball. What you talking about?
That's entitlement. You do your fucking job.
1,000%. Unless this man is trying to get me killed on the field. So Daniel Jones is throwing the passes to get him killed.
Daniel Jones is doing pretty okay without him, though, no?
100%. 100%.
What's our record?
We'll talk about that later.
All right.
All right. So wait and see, because we still gotta get through.
Well, let me ask you something. Do you think the Eagles are gonna go unbeaten?
No, obviously not.
Who do you think's gonna beat them?
I honestly think they'll catch a trap game. They'll catch a trap game where somebody catches them sleeping, where it's not a bad team, but it's like middle of the road. I think a middle of the road team beats them. I don't think it's us, but I think like somebody like in that lane.
The Giants.
No, you guys aren't middle of the road. You guys would be, the record would speak for itself. I feel like, maybe like a team that has lost a few games, maybe a few more games than they've won, but they're not a bad team. Like say a Broncos or somebody like that.
Who has the best defense in football right now?
That's still to be determined.
No, it's the Cowboys, hands down. I hate to fucking say it. They do. They have the best defense. It's not even I'm sorry. They have the best defense.
Their defense is very good. Now, I still they have people that still can get beat. I still don't think they've really played that type of offense just yet.
Question for you, and I've been wanting to ask you this.
Uh-oh, you gonna ask me on air.
And you guys, and go ahead, because I want to know what you guys think too. Anybody that's on my live stream. So if you're Jerry Jones and you saw the game that Pollard had, 3 touchdowns.
Oh, here we go.
3 touchdowns. You bring Zeke back in, and Tony Orlando, a Dallas Cowboys fan. I'd love to hear your take on this too. But who's your champion? Is it Zeke or is it Pollard?
Okay, so now who should it be or who is it? Because who should it be? It should be Tony Pollard. But we're paying that other guy on the other side of the ball. So I mean, it's one of those things. Who would I put in? I'd put in Tony Pollard. Who would I put in Madden? Tony Pollard.
Yeah, but if you're a businessman like Jerry Jones and you see that Zeke's gotten worse every year.
But see, as a businessman, Zeke also sells jerseys. Zeke also, you know what I mean? Like, if you're saying businessman.
To Cowboys fans.
But that's the thing. You know what I mean? Like, if we're talking about the other stuff, Zeke checks those other boxes. And so that's the reason why he's in.
Who wins you games?
Tony Pollard. Not a lie.
All right.
Not even question.
Go on.
Okay, so quickly, let's get through this quickly.
Yep.
Wait and see. Calvin Ridley got traded to the Jags for a bag of chips.
And a pack of Marlboros.
And a pack of Marlboro Light, menthol. Calvin Ridley is currently suspended because of some online betting. I will say this: should everything check out and he does play with them next season, that gives Sunshine another piece, and that definitely does help them.
Well, considering that NFL has betting partners, it's so ridiculous, right?
1,000%.
I mean, how do you feel about Deshaun Watson coming back? So if you're a Cleveland Browns fan.
Well, that's up next. Cleveland Brown is up next.
All right, so really quick with Ridley, I think it's a non-issue. It's so ridiculous they choose to make it one, given the players' history, including some of my favorite players of all time.
Pete Rose.
What? Lawrence Taylor.
Well, no, I was talking about the betting. I thought you were going to betting.
But we're talking about like doing bad, like legit bad shit. I mean,
doing bad things.
You have to separate who you like. I mean, because sports, it's like A-Rod. I know Yankees fans that hated A-Rod, but you know what? When you winning makes people forget a lot of stuff.
It's a different kind of cologne.
That is correct.
It smells different.
It's Baccarat.
You smell different when you winning. That's for sure. Okay. All right. So quickly moving on. So, all right. So why not? Why didn't these guys get traded? First off, why didn't the Packers make a move?
Because I think they want
any move.
I think they want Aaron Rodgers to request to be traded. He's such a fucking nightmare, and you requested a majority of the salary cap. See, that this is the difference. You have Tom Brady, who gives away his money to build a team around him. Then you have Aaron Rodgers, a 30-year-old quarterback, and I'm gonna say this for the millionth time. You all that are delusional that he's on the Rushmore, it's so ridiculous. Fantasy football made him a great, because I just need to remind you, he hasn't done dick in 11 years and has been beaten by Jimmy Garoppolo in the conference championship game 3-0, and he's 4-0 against the 49ers in that conference game, one of them being Brett Favre. So let's talk about this. Okay, Tony Romo is I love Tony Romo, but fantasy football made him great just because of his consistency. If Tony Romo had a good coach, he'd have at least 2 rings. Aaron Rodgers can go fuck himself. And you know why they didn't get him a receiver? Because they want him to request to be traded.
This is Row Uncensored. Row Uncensored.
Yeah, and it's not Pat McAfee. It's not Pat McAfee sucking his dick with his black wife beater.
We're no longer on Gorilla Cross. Roe can let it
I can let it go. It's not Pat McAfee sucking his dick with his black wife beater and 2 fake Cubans. Not like Wink Martindale with his big daddy Cuban chain, right? But that's why I think they did it by design. I think they want Aaron Rodgers to request to be traded.
Okay, all right. So up next, why didn't the Texans trade Brandon Cooks?
Too much money.
Too
much money.
To the Packers.
Too much money.
You think so? That was
yeah. I think he wanted way too much money. You haven't done enough. See, this is what I say to people that are like, so I actually posted a question online, who do you think is the greatest tight end of all time? My 3 choices that I gave were Tony Gonzalez, Gronk, and Mark Bavaro.
Mark Bavaro?
By far, it was a different football.
I hate you so much.
Hold on.
Take your Giants fandom aside.
The quiet storm, are you kidding? It was a much tougher football. But people are like, why isn't Kelsey up there? Why isn't Aaron Hernandez up there?
Exactly.
Like, you know why? Because they haven't shown enough in real football.
I hate you so much. Travis Kelsey.
Mark Bavaro played in a much harder football. You know this.
All right. Okay.
No, I'm talking about Brandon Cooks.
Wait. I can't go. No. I'm going to explain. I cannot over talk Roe when it comes to Giants. I can't even laugh at Roe.
He's so blinded. He's a Commando Wentz. He's a Commandos fan. What I'm saying is that the older football is way tougher than this.
Facts. That's true.
All right. So number 1. Number 2, it was, for me, it's my bias would say Bavaro, but for me all time it's Tony Gonzalez. And I'm going to tell you something. It's because Travis Kelsey hasn't played long enough for me to put him up against the greats. I'm not saying
you wouldn't even put Shannon Sharp above Mark Bavaro?
No.
Girl, shit. All right.
No.
Unc, I apologize.
So back to Brandon. So what I'm saying is he hasn't proven enough to get what they wanted from him.
Well, see, my thing is Brandon Cooks is also quietly older than you think. I feel like he's like 28, 29. Like,
so that's another contributing factor then.
Yeah, no, 1,000%. His years are like, truthfully, he should be more on a humble and just try to go to a, not even necessarily a contender, just like a team that's better than the Texans.
Well, I think who do you think is the greatest tight end of all time?
Listen. Now, greatest tight end or greatest winner? Because
greatest tight end, not your favorite, not statistically.
Yeah, because Gronk, when Gronk was healthy, was scary. That
frightening.
That white boy is different.
But better than Tony Gonzalez.
No, but in terms of what he did, anyway.
He had Tom Brady thrown to him.
Tony Gonzalez. Tom Brady thrown to him. That's fair. All right, I can give you that. Okay, finally, to get out of trade deadline, Kareem Hunt sitting still in Cleveland. That sucks. Especially the I was about to say the Cavs. The Browns. The Browns have had they're still looking for Deshaun Watson to come back. So.
And they smashed the Bengals without him. Like, they embarrassed the Bengals without him.
Well, you never know. Never know. All right, finally getting out of NFL segment. Some deaths to talk about today and yesterday. Ray Guy, Hall of Fame punter, dies at 72.
Only punter that was ever admitted into the Hall of Fame.
Only punter in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Also has the Ray Guy Award for punting, and I believe it's just special teams in general for college football as well. He has an award named after him. Dave Butts, Redskins, former Redskin, two-time Redskins Super Bowl winner. He also died today at 72, so R.I.P. to both of them. And then now, Ro, moving on, we how much, let's see, Travis, how much time we got? Give me a countdown.
15 minutes.
15 minutes. We got 15 minutes on the clock, so we got to get through this quick. All right, so.
Can we talk about Drake?
Well, Drake, all right, well, you want me to skip? We can skip forward. All right, we can skip forward. So, okay. This is, and Travis, when we come back and we do this in post, this is the Salty Fan of the Month. And we might do this once a month. We might do this weekly. I don't know. But
so salty.
The Salty Fan of the Month has to go to Aubrey Drake. Drake,
Champagne Poppy.
You are a Scorpio like me. Scorpios took an L today. Sometimes you just gotta sit and just take your L, bro. You lost Serena Williams to the gentleman that owns Reddit, that created Reddit. You lost Serena to him, but now he's a groupie.
Now he's a groupie.
Yikes.
But you know what? But that's why Drake is it's a battle with him and Future on every day of who's like the ultimate city boy. Like you petty ass. The fact that you didn't pull Serena, and now you call her husband, who's self-made, mind you, way wealthy than you, mind you.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Are we guaranteeing that?
You know what? I think they're up there. The owner of Reddit, the creator of Reddit.
Yeah, it's. I feel like it's a close race.
And what?
Closer than you think.
So I'm gonna say this about Drake. He's gonna forever hall pass. So I'm saying this. You're like, you just as if you like. I am saying this. You petty ass. Like, I'm gonna say this. The fact that you do that, like when you have songs like Massive, and you have you have women like, oh, he feels me, he gets it, and then you do this shit, you're like, oh, use one of them.
Well, listen, Drake is always going to be Drake in the end. It is what it is, but that was the Salty Fan of the Month.
You call Serena Williams' husband a groupie.
I apologize for not having the audio queued up. That's on me. That's not on Travis. I take that on myself. I saw this today, so it was like
they were on a podcast with 21 Savage and Howard Stern.
21
Savage.
I just did his ad lib. That was it. I was backing you up.
So he's petty.
All right. So moving on to the NBA. So, all right. Let's just jump in. Kyrie Irving. We talked about possibly bringing Travis in on this a little bit towards the end. Ro, you go ahead and give us what has happened, what has transpired. He just got suspended for 5 games, but go ahead and give us the backstory.
So this is the very quick version. Kyrie Irving posted a link on his social media to a book/movie that was inherently anti-Semitic, that straight out said that the Holocaust.
I'm sorry, hold on. This literally just happened. Nike announces it won't be launching the new Kyrie 8. That just happened. Like literally, I was like, Nike suspends relationship. I was like, what are you talking about?
Well, but that's fair though, because if you think of all the companies that cut off Kanye,
wow,
that's a big one.
Wow.
Yeah, but if Adidas cuts off Kanye, Nike better.
Wow. Well, but look, listen.
So can I finish saying what happened?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So link that he posted basically said that the Holocaust never really happened. And when he was asked about it repeatedly, he said, listen, this is something that I posted, that I watched, that I was intrigued by. And it was one thing posting it, because what I will say, this Stephen A. Smith said this, and he said, when you post something, and so JJ Redick, they both said, when you post something, you are promoting it. It doesn't matter if it's a picture of yourself. In the morning, you're promoting yourself. If you post a picture of you at the car wash, you're promoting the car wash. If you're posting a picture or a screenshot of a song you're listening to, you're promoting that song. And the fact that and he's savvy. He's 30, and this generation, no, they know exactly what they're doing via social media. And so so when he was asked, do you apologize for posting it? That's where he got hung up. He said, listen.
The wording hung him up, I feel
he goes, I didn't make this film. I didn't write the book. And I was just posting something that I've come across.
Yeah.
They said, do you
support this, basically?
Are you and they gave him a lot of soft pitches. They're like, are you anti-Semitic in any way? He said,
they're giving him a lot. They're lobbing up softballs.
But a lot. But we'll get into the Brooklyn Nets, who they are as an organization. But they gave him a lot of soft pitches.
Yeah.
Like, don't you agree that anti-Semitism is wrong? And he goes, but so this is very telling. So what he said is, as a black man, and he said this to a reporter, do you look at the hundreds and hundreds of years that my people were enslaved and all the brutality we were put through and the cruelty and the way that we are still treated to this day? So, it's one of these things because, so again, Stephen A. Smith said it the best way. He goes, listen, I know Kyrie. Kyrie's a good person. Kyrie is not a hateful person. However, there's a point in his life where he was like, he got put on, and in his mind, I'm enlightened. I want to know about everything. My people. Yeah. I want to know about what made them. I want to know everything that we've had to go against. He said, and so in this quest for the truth of knowledge and the truth of any information he can find, unfortunately, he started looking down upon the wrong people and doing a blame game. And when a reporter asked him, so are you anti-Semitic? He said, well, if you knew where I'm from, you wouldn't ask that. Or I'm paraphrasing. What I know Kyrie meant by that is, first of all, I'm Lebanese and I'm Catholic. I'm not. When you're and I've done my genetic blood work, and a good portion is North African, and there's a certain part of the world where if you're in this area, you're Semitic. So what I'm hoping he meant is, you would understand that I am a Semite by blood. You'd ask me if I hate myself. The fact that he didn't just say, no, of course I'm not anti-Semitic, is what fucks me up. And this is where it gets into a gray area, because they're like, no, he's sophisticated media-wise. He knows exactly what he was saying. Well, that's where I struggle.
Well, okay, So my side of it was this. When I originally saw the first, I don't know if this was the exact first interaction with the media, but the media, when he had a combative exchange with a reporter that kind of brought some things to light, and he was talking about, I'm not promoting. He was saying, I'm not promoting. He was like, bro, you
but
post,
when you post anything,
No, but what he was saying was, you post things on your Twitter every day. Are you promoting that? Are you promoting, this, that, and the third? But I think my issue with Kyrie, and similar to sometimes my issue with Kanye, is that and see, I personally have this problem too. Sometimes you post things and it's just funny to you, but you kind of have to consider it from a wider lens.
Yeah, but they're both very media savvy, Josh.
No, I get it. I get it. I get that 1,000%.
Kanye uses the media to
his advantage and to his detriment, truthfully.
No, but Kyrie's 30. He grew up in the social media age. He knows exactly what he's doing.
He should know what he's doing.
He has endorsements.
Well, shoot, he might be losing some endorsements.
No, but he just did, right? So what I'm saying is he knows exactly what he's doing when he posts a link to a movie that says the Holocaust didn't happen. So, Travis, let me ask you this.
What's up?
As somebody that doesn't keep up with sports like we do, to the extent that we do anyway, if you have an athlete that's a generational talent, because Kyrie, I would argue, next to LeBron James, is the best basketball player in the game right now. Don't at me, because I believe it.
That might be too far.
No.
I understand. Go ahead and ask your question to Travis.
But what I was going to say, Travis, if you got that explanation, let's say it was one of your best friends, and he posted somebody that you were like, oh my God, I look up to you in so many ways. You grew up together. You grew up watching him excel at everything he did. And then he posts a link to something that basically said, your ancestors, the generations that came before you, may not have happened. It's not what he said. It's the link that he posted that infers this. And he said, listen, I'm just posting it because this is a piece of knowledge I've taken in. And says, and then when he's asked straight out, are you anti-Semitic? And he says, well, if you know who I am, you would know the answer to that. What are your thoughts about this?
That's a good question. I think that somebody who is media savvy knows exactly what the media wants. They want definitive answers, black, white. You are racist, you are not racist. You are Semitic, anti-Semitic. And I think he is making a bigger comment about what society is doing on social media. I wouldn't say witch hunting. I would just say looking for controversy. They are asking, are you anti-Semitic? He's flipping the script and saying, why aren't you doing your research? Why would I be anti-Semitic? The fact that you're asking these questions and trying to incite violence. There are anti-Semites, and those people are terrible, but there's also knowledge, and knowledge is power. So when people come to him and ask, why would you promote something, or in reality, why would you tweet something? It's like, am I not allowed to share items? Maybe he was sharing it so people could be, how ridiculous is this? Perhaps it's his fault in 2022 to not give context to why he's sharing this.
Yeah.
But I don't think that should immediately disqualify him as an anti-Semite or qualify him as an anti-Semite.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in Brooklyn?
I've been in Brooklyn, but not like
there are many Jews. There are many Hasidic Orthodox Jews.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So if you're in Brooklyn, you are, so I'm going to say this.
You're going to see the David locks and everything.
Well, you're going to see they're Hasidic Jews, and yes, and they are season ticket holders. And I have to, half my life, all my summers growing up were split between Jersey and Brooklyn. And I will tell you that the Jewish community is such a big part of what the borough of Brooklyn is.
East Coast, honestly, just completely.
Yeah, but especially Brooklyn now. So if you go, and the fact that, my bigger issue is with the Brooklyn Nets. You don't, I get you don't want to censor him, but they also they're going to hire a Doku. So they're not exactly who's the pill. They're not who I think that should have been an HR issue strictly, but it's not like they're looking for to be
pillar
the moral,
of light.
They're not looking to be the moral beacon of the NBA.
Yeah.
Okay?
So we're gonna suspend Kyrie, who's an anti-Semite, but we're gonna bring in the adulteress.
But I will say about that was consensual. They're like, what about the woman? What about? Hold on. First of all, I'm a feminist, so I'm gonna say this straight out. The woman didn't come out and say he did anything wrong. She felt violated. She felt taken advantage of.
It was 100% okay, but
But now it's not. But now you're anti-women.
Nia Long. But
Nia Long.
That's what I'm saying. Nia Long.
Coke bottle Nia Long.
Anyway. May is not invited to the cookout.
But
he's canceled.
At all.
No, he's canceled for weeks.
No, but what I'm saying, so with Kyrie, he's 30, and I got to tell you, that generation, Travis, I'm sorry, I'm not including you in this at all, but they think they know everything about everything. They don't understand the stress. Kyrie doesn't understand what the Holocaust was like. Are you fucking kidding me? And
he should.
No. He cares about himself.
That's sad.
I think he's very self-centered. So, in a lot of these youngins.
Did we get a sneeze in the background?
That was definitely me back here. Sorry about that. Yep.
So what I'm saying is I think that he should know because he's so. It doesn't matter what you know, what you don't know, but you're media savvy enough to know everything that you tweet. You're promoting.
It 1,000% reflects on you and your brand.
Because so after 9/11, the shit that I was put. So I'm gonna say this: if anybody posted a link to a video in a book saying Arabs are murderers, I don't care about the religion, this, that, the third, and somebody says, I just posted it as a point of reference, and somebody asked them, are you anti-Arab? And they say, well, if you knew me, you would know the answer. I'd be like, fuck you.
I'm so done. That's the truth. Travis, what's our time?
You got 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Go ahead, Travis. Pull up our YouTube clip. All right. So this first clip, so these we're watching fans.
Oh,
so
God.
the first clip's got the Astros mascot, and he's really trying to mess with this security guard. Security guard, he's chewing his gum. Wait, he steps in. He pushes him out of the way. Oh, break it down. Break it down, Ro. Get in there. Get in there. Oh no. Oh, wait. Oh, he's still chewing the gum.
He's a city girl.
He's a city girl.
QFNF.
Not the cartwheel.
Yes, he sees the spot.
Go ahead, give it to him. Give it to Michael Jackson.
No,
he has waited for his moment.
He's voguing.
He has waited.
He is. This is
Brush
right
it off.
here. No, this is ballroom right here. What he did was a death drop.
I'm right back to security.
This is my time.
Okay, all right. So now this next kid, he is having a staring contest with the cameraman. Oh wait. Look. Let's go ahead and get back to the footage. Okay, and back to the kid. Get back to him. He's still there. He's still locked in, bro. He's locked in, completely locked.
That would be me out of game. If I could find a game.
1,000%. He is locked in right now. He's not breaking. Look, he's not blinking.
You don't think
he
understands viral stuff? Look at him.
He does.
Look at him.
He actually does, because his mom in a second is going to show him that the clip of him is actually already gone viral. So now he's got his mom involved.
Now he's
looking at mom.
He's throwing the shoulders.
Mom is like, "What's going on? What's wrong with you? Why you keep looking at me?"
Look at her.
Then mom finds it. Mom figures it out.
Mom's trying to land an athlete.
There it is. Look, he's like, yes, I knew it.
They knew this was so like put up like that.
Okay, all right. Next up, we've got tennis ball boy.
Yeah.
Into the wall.
Oh.
Wow.
I remember one night that was me walking.
Tried to play it off.
I remember one night that was me in Bellagio, South Valet, walking into the wall.
Shout out to George Vitti, making sure Kobe's fingers are popped back into place.
Oh,
Baby
yeah.
girl couldn't stand to watch. Okay, let's see. This is okay. Young fella is handing off.
Fuck them. Fuck them kids.
Watch baby girl as she watches. That's lust in her eyes, bro.
Fuck them kids.
It's lust in her eyes.
The Boston Red Sox.
Watch her.
Let them stop.
She can't stop looking at him.
Let them stop.
She's like, oh my, I get the ball anyway. Look at him. Look at him. He knows what he did. He knows.
Fuck them.
Okay,
kids.
this is my favorite kid in the history of sports. When he finds out that he's on camera,
that's me.
He loses it. This is the American fan right here.
This is me when the Giants win.
Okay, so next up, we got a dance competition between this fan and the security guard. So look, what the fan? He's gonna dance. Oh, he's breaking it down. Breaking it down. Get it, Sherman. Go ahead, get it.
Go ahead, Hercules. Get
it. Okay,
down.
all right. We're gonna cut over to this is actually a security guard. He's literally he's
no,
protecting
he's not making the titties pop. No.
Yeah. Oh, get it, bro. Get.
That's Magic City, right there, main stage.
It's back on me. Okay, let me show you what I can do. I'm gonna break it down. Oh wait. It's back on me.
Here we go. You're not overdoing me.
Oh my god. Oh no.
No, not the booty pop.
The booty pop. This is too good. Okay.
I love kids.
Last thing we've got. Let's see. We've got my man is saving his girlfriend from complete destruction, and she don't even know what happened.
What?
She's not even paying attention. Oh, girl, I saved your life. And he called it cool, calm, and
I
collected.
bet you that she just like made out with him that night and told him to go home.
I'm so done. So done with you. Oh my
What is
goodness.
this? What is this?
I don't even know. I don't even know what this stuff is
Oh,
now.
damn.
Baby got
All right, what?
Go ahead and get loose. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, let that
And
thing
it's
go.
fair. It's fair.
Is
you know
it
what I'm
Dr.
saying?
Miami? Go. Oh, damn.
Okay, so this last clip, this is the last clip we'll show. Everybody is taking a selfie. Everybody. They're at a baseball game.
Gross.
Nobody is watching the game.
Gross.
She's taking a selfie with her churro. Baby girl down here is taking a selfie with her hot dog.
I'm not even going to say nothing because I'm just not.
Nobody is watching the game. Look, they're going to cut back to the game in a second or two. They're going to cut back to the game.
This is why nobody takes women in sports
Cut to the
seriously.
game. They're not even watching. Any one of these girls could get blasted by a line drive right now.
But this is a problem with sports. This is the reason that nobody takes women in sports seriously because of all these Beckys. All right, Karn. Taking all these selfies. I can't.
Well, Ro.
Yes.
We are back in the studio.
I love it.
You have been clamoring for us to be back in the studio. First off, I have not done a good enough job of telling you guys to like, share, subscribe with the American Fan 365, as you can see it.
Hear that?
Oh, let's see. In this corner right here. And, just thank you for watching. And this is the American Fan.
You guys follow us, the American Fan 365, because all you dudes that are in my inbox that aren't following that page, I'm putting you on blast like a motherfucker.
This is the American Fan. See you guys
Good
next
night.
time.
Bye.